Did you know Cat Williams emancipated himself from his parents at the tender age of 13? Talk about a tough childhood. Micah Cat Williams, born on September 2, 1971 in Cincinnati, Ohio, started his life journey, one that would be filled with trials and triumphs. Raised in Dayton, Ohio by Jehovah's Witness parents, Williams was nothing short of a prodigy. At the age of 3, he was already reading, and he was communicating in multiple languages, including French and Creole, at a very young age. But his life was not all about academic brilliance. At the age of 13, Williams decided to take control of his destiny. He emancipated himself from his parents, a decision that was heavily influenced by his father's intolerance and lack of support for a life outside the Jehovah's Witnesses. With a dream of a future without the constraints of religion, Williams moved to Florida. However, life in Florida was far from a bed of roses. He found himself homeless, living in a park, and fending for himself as a street vendor. Despite the hardships, Williams remained resilient. His struggles were to become the foundation of his future success. Williams soon found his way back to Ohio, to the Avondale neighborhood of Cincinnati, to be precise. Here, he discovered his passion for comedy. He started performing in local clubs, honing his comic delivery. By 1999, Williams had established himself as a rising star in the comedy scene, gracing stages at the Improv, the Comedy Club, the Ice House, and the Hollywood Park Casino. He also made a memorable appearance on BET's Comic View as Cat in da Hat Williams. From the streets of Florida to the comedy clubs of Cincinnati, Williams was on a journey to stardom. His early years were marked with adversity and struggle, but they shaped the comedian we know and love today. His story is a testament to the power of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. His rise from the streets to the stage is a story of perseverance, humor, and above all, an unwavering belief in oneself. From selling goods on the streets, Williams found his calling on the stage. Our journey into Cat Williams' rise to stardom begins in the Avondale neighborhood of Cincinnati, where a young Williams first dared to spread his comedic wings. The stage was his canvas, the microphone his brush, and the audience his eager spectators, ready for the masterpiece to unfold. In the late 90s, Williams began to carve out his unique style. Night after night, he would refine his act in the comedy clubs that stretched across the United States. The Improv, the Comedy Club, the Ice House, the Hollywood Park Casino. These were the testing grounds where Williams honed his craft. His wit, his timing, his raw honesty, they all started to gel together, forming a comedic style that was distinctly Cat Williams. But it was in the year 1999 that Williams got his big break. BET's Comic View, a platform for rising stars in the world of comedy, invited him to perform under the moniker Cat in da Hat Williams. This was a pivotal moment, a chance for Williams to showcase his talent to a national audience. And boy did he deliver. His performance was electric, his jokes landing with precision, his stage presence commanding the room. The road to stardom is rarely a straight path, and Williams' journey was no exception. He faced his share of trials and tribulations, moments of self-doubt and frustration. But he never lost sight of his dream. He continued to push forward, to evolve, to perfect his craft. Each performance, each laugh, each applause was a stepping stone towards his ultimate goal. And so, as the dawn of a new millennium approached, Cat Williams was on the cusp of something big. His name was starting to circulate in comedy circles, his performances were becoming the stuff of legend, and his unique style was beginning to resonate with audiences across the country. Williams was no overnight sensation, but his unique style was starting to garner attention. 2006 was a pivotal year for Williams, with the release of his first comedy special. This was the year he truly stepped into the spotlight, with his special Let Playa Play airing across the nation. The comedy world was abuzz, and audiences couldn't get enough of his unique brand of humor. But that was just the beginning. Williams didn't rest on his laurels. Instead, he took his comedy to the next level with his first HBO stand-up special, The Pimp Chronicles PT1. This was a game changer. Williams' humor, both raw and unfiltered, resonated with audiences and critics alike. His comedic perspective, grounded in his own life experiences, was a breath of fresh air in the comedy scene. In 2007, he co-wrote and starred as himself in the comedy film Cat Williams' American Hustle. The film was a critical success, further cementing Williams as a force to be reckoned with in the comedy world. He was no longer an up-and-coming comedian. He was a comedy superstar. Williams didn't stop there. In 2008, he released his second HBO comedy special, It's Pimpin' Pimpin'. He was on fire, and the comedy world was his stage. His brand of comedy, filled with sharp observations and hilarious anecdotes, was a hit with audiences. He was a comedy tour de force, and he was just getting started. And then there was his comedy tour. Williams toured extensively, bringing his unique humor to audiences across the country. His comedy tour was such a success that it was named the best of 2008 by Billboard. This was a testament to his comedic genius and his ability to connect with audiences. Williams had made it. He had broken through the comedy glass ceiling, and he was now one of the biggest names in the comedy world. His journey was far from over, but one thing was clear. Williams had arrived, and he was here to stay. Just as he was reaching the peak of his career, Williams disappeared from the scene. This marked the beginning of a 4-year hiatus that left fans and critics alike questioning what had happened to the comedic genius that had brought them so much laughter. In the blink of an eye, the stage lights dimmed, the laughter faded, and Williams stepped away from the limelight. It was a time of self-reflection and introspection for the comedian. The world of comedy, once vibrant and ever-changing, continued to spin without him, and the void he left behind was palpable. The hiatus, however, didn't last forever. In 2012, Williams made a triumphant return to stand-up, hitting the stage with a renewed vigor and a fresh perspective on life. His third HBO comedy special, Catpacalypse, was a testament to his resilience, a showcase of his raw talent, and a reminder that comedy was his calling. It was clear that Williams was back, and he was better than ever. But just when it seemed like Williams was settling back into his rhythm, a bizarre incident at a bar in Seattle ended with him behind bars, and the following day he made a shocking announcement. He was retiring from stand-up comedy. Fans were taken aback, critics were stunned, and the comedy world was left reeling at the thought of losing one of its brightest stars. Yet, as they say, the show must go on, and for Williams, it did. 3 days after his retirement announcement, he made another that left everyone speechless. He was not retiring. The news was met with a collective sigh of relief from fans around the world. Williams' retirement was short-lived, much to the delight of his fans. His return was not just a comeback, it was a statement. A promise that no matter the obstacles, the trials, or the tribulations, the stage was where he belonged. And so, Williams continued to do what he did best, make the world laugh. Williams was back, and he was bigger than ever. After a tumultuous period and a brief retirement, Katt Williams was back in the spotlight, this time embarking on his Growth Spurt Tour. The tour, which kicked off in late 2013, marked a significant period of expansion and evolution for Williams, both as a comedian and as a person. The Growth Spurt Tour was a testament to Williams's resilience and comedic genius. He tackled a broad range of topics with his usual flair and wit, effortlessly blending humor with sharp social commentary. The tour also marked a significant comeback for Williams, who had faced numerous challenges in his personal and professional life. In 2014, the Growth Spurt Tour culminated in an HBO special, Katt Williams, Priceless Afterlife, directed by none other than the legendary Spike Lee. The special was a roaring success, further establishing Williams as one of the most influential voices in comedy. It was a testament to his ability to bounce back, to rise from the ashes, and to continue making people laugh despite the odds. But Williams wasn't done yet. In 2015, he announced his upcoming Conspiracy Theory Tour. According to Williams, the tour aimed to discuss conspiracies out there, but this is a conversation that encompasses a lot of things that aren't being discussed other places. It was a bold move, a direct challenge to the status quo, and a clear indication that Williams was not afraid to push boundaries and provoke thought with his comedy. The Conspiracy Theory Tour was yet another milestone in Williams' career, further cementing his status as a comedic powerhouse. It showcased Williams at his best, edgy, provocative, and undeniably funny. Through the Growth Spurt Tour and beyond, Williams showed the world that he was not just a comedian, but a force to be reckoned with. He proved time and again that he could overcome adversity, push boundaries, and continue to make people laugh no matter what. So here's to Cat Williams, a man who truly embodies the spirit of resilience and the power of comedy. Williams continues to push boundaries and provoke thought with his comedy. No stranger to controversy, Williams has had his fair share of public incidents. And let's not forget, controversy is the lifeblood of comedy. It's the spark that ignites the flame of laughter, the fuel that keeps the engine of wit running. But sometimes it gets a bit, shall we say, heated. One such incident happened on a hot August night in 2011. Picture this. Williams is performing at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix. The crowd is buzzing, laughter fills the air, but then a heckler, identified as having Mexican ancestry, decides to join the act. This heckler starts with an F America sentiment. Williams, ever the patriot, responds with an angry tirade, shouting, "So if you love Mexico, get over there." The exchange was as fiery as a jalapeno pepper on a summer's day. In an interview following the performance, Williams stood his ground. He stated that the incident was caused by the heckler, and that this heckler's words gave him the right to defend his country. He was unapologetic, saying, "I don't think I need to apologize for being pro-American." But this is just one instance. Williams's career has been punctuated by such controversies, each one adding another layer to the complex tapestry that is his life and career. Whether it's a heated exchange with a heckler or speaking his mind in a way that ruffles feathers, Williams has never shied away from controversy. It's almost as if he embraces it, uses it to fuel his comedy, to keep the flame of laughter burning. Yet, amidst all the controversies, Williams remains undeterred. He's not one to back down from his beliefs, and he certainly doesn't let controversy silence his voice. Comedy, after all, is about pushing boundaries and challenging norms. And Cat Williams, in his own unique and controversial way, does just that. Controversy or not, Williams stands by his words and his beliefs. And that, my friends, is what makes him the comedian, the entertainer, the icon that he is today. From a tough childhood to comedy stardom, Williams's journey is nothing short of inspiring. Born and raised in Ohio, he emancipated himself from an unsupportive environment at the tender age of 13. His early life was marked by hardships, but he turned adversity into a stepping stone. His journey from a street vendor in Florida to a renowned stand-up comedian is a testament to resilience and determination. Williams has made a significant impact on the comedy landscape. His unique brand of humor, blending social commentary with outrageous characters, has struck a chord with audiences. His performances in Friday After Next, Wild 'N Out, and My Wife and Kids have left an indelible mark on popular culture. His voice acting in The Boondocks and Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore showcased his versatility and comedic genius. Williams' comedy specials like The Pimp Chronicles, It's Pimpin' Pimpin', and Cat Williams' Priceless Afterlife have been critically acclaimed, demonstrating his mastery of stand-up. His return to comedy after a 4-year hiatus was a testament to his enduring love for the art form. His comedy tours, including the Growth Spurt Tour and Conspiracy Theory Tour, were not only successful but also thought-provoking. With his distinctive comedic style, Williams has consistently pushed boundaries and challenged societal norms. However, Williams's career hasn't been without controversy. From his tirade at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix to his brief retirement announcement, he has faced several challenges. But Williams has always bounced back, continuing to make us laugh while reflecting on our society. Despite the highs and lows, Williams remains an influential figure in comedy. His enduring popularity is a testament to his talent, resilience, and the power of his humor. Through his work, he has made us laugh, think, and reflect on the world around us. In conclusion, Cat Williams is more than just a comedian. He is a reflection of the resilience of the human spirit, a testament to the power of humor in facing adversity, and a beacon of inspiration for many. Cat Williams, a comedian who has made us laugh, think, and above all, reflect on the world around us.